Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are back again, TBR Solution Sports Program. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe. Today, I'm all by myself. Shakes has gone to Mpumalanga. They are playing as the veterans, not Mpumalanga, Limpopo, whereas Lastborn is in Durban. He was trying to connect Lastborn, but unfortunately struggling with network. He's down in Amanzi Ntoti. This morning, I think we'll do only one show. The reason being, I have some activities to do. Apart from that, I'm not feeling well. That is why you can't see my picture today. Because I'm swollen. My mouth is so swollen. Yeah, I don't know whether it's flu or what. But unfortunately, the task is the task. The job has to be done. So, irrespective of what, we need to continue to soldier on. That's very important. Now, that's the reason why, irrespective of the difficulties, the show must move on. This morning, I want us to discuss. We saw Bafana Bafana play in France. They were given a hiding by 5-0. I saw a lot of people are very angry because after the match, our players were rushing from Mbappe and all other players to take selfie. Well, I don't know what it was. It a sign of respect? There's no problem with that. But people are angry that they were not exerting themselves in the game. Maybe they were respecting France too much. Remember, France are the world champion. So, but at the same time, one should notice that apparently it is only Okfori who's going to represent the PSL in the World Cup. So what does that mean? Does this mean that our league is so weak? That's the question that I'm throwing in. Does this mean that our league is so weak? If you look at the fact that, France was like they were at the training ground. They were training. Now, no other player from PSL will be playing in the World Cup. I don't know. I want to hear your opinion. You may have an opinion. All of us have an opinion as far as that is concerned. Does this reflect the weakness of our league? Remember, our league is the league that is highly sponsored in the continent of Africa. All right, so there's money. So what is the issue? Why? I don't know whether that game was underlining what is happening. I hear a lot of people are angry at Hugo Bros. I saw some people commenting that, no, he wanted to expose us. But if you ask me, it was a good thing for Hugo Bros to play against France. I'll tell you why. I remember at some point, Pichum Simane said, I wanted to play with the tougher teams so that one, we gauge ourselves, two, we can learn from them, all right, the top African teams. Now, maybe Hugo Bros wanted to see, are we ready? Then going forward, what should be done? I hear some people are questioning his selection to say why his selection is like this, why he never selected this and that. I know people are talking of Mushishi and other players. Why are they not selected? All right. But this was a friendly. We are not in the World Cup. So during the international week, the coach wants to see how can we fare against top teams. Now, don't forget that before we win AFCON, we're playing teams, your Nigeria and other teams, your Zimbabwe, they gave us 4-0. At some point, we were called 4-4 because we were losing by 4 goals at all times. But that was a good exercise because after that, we became stronger and stronger. And then it showed our players that we don't have to take anybody very light. We have to be serious. One of the reports, it is alleged that the former coach, Peter Musimane, was so livid that our players seems not to take the jersey serious. You know, they are not warriors. If people were just strolling around, hoping just to grab a picture of those players, your Benzema, your Mbappe, and so on. Our coach, Coach Peter Musimane, felt that no, you don't need such people. You want people who go out and fight. Now, what I'm asking, does this reflect the standard of our Premier Soccer League? Well, when it comes to CAF, yes, Mamelodi Sundowns is representing. Pirates is playing again this afternoon. Mamelodi Sundowns, Pirates are playing tomorrow, I think. Mamelodi Sundowns, you know, they show, and then you know that we are strong, but are we strong enough? Are the players we have strong enough to hold on their own, or it's just a matter of you know, they are there, so because they are there, and then they add 11 players against 11 players, and then we then humiliated like we have been humiliated. If you ask me, we need more of this kind of games so that our players can be exposed. And thereafter, then they start taking things serious. That is why I'm giving you an example of prior 96, that at some point we were called 4-4. But finally, we won the AFCON because the players were strong enough. Let me hear your views. I want to hear what's your take on that. And then, yeah, and then like I said, unfortunately, today we'll have only one show instead of two. And then till we meet again on Tuesday morning. But I still want to say thank you very much for all those people who have subscribed and the people who take their time to watch our show. It is really, really appreciated because that's your time. It's very important. And then please continue to recruit more people. And then the stronger we are, and the stronger we become, the better quality we can bring, the more resources we can have to make the show better. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening. Hi, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from the Big R, or TBR Solution. One of the companies owned by TBR Solution is the Big R Financial Services, an authorized financial service provider. I'm sure you have noticed that the past few months or so, we've seen a lot of deaths, and those deaths are attributed to mental illness. Mental illness can be caused by anything, can be caused by stress, depression, and stress and depression can be caused by a number of things: lack of finances, or financial problem, or social problem, or marital problems. So they cause all those problems. We in the financial sector, we see it almost now and again because we work with various organizations like GPF, Independent Fund Organization. But while I'm still there, let me stress, we don't have a formal relationship with GPF, but we work with them because most of our people are from there. Now, working with those people, you know very well that people who are working for the government, they're expected to retire at the age of 60 and above, right? If you retire earlier than that, then you are being penalized by GPF. And sometimes people say, no, I need money. So what do? They resign. They say, no, let the money go to my bank account. Once you do that, you are tax heavy. So you need to bear that in mind, okay? But now, let's say for argument's sake, you are 55 as we speak and above, and you are contemplating of either resigning or going on pension in the next 3 months or so, just drop us a WhatsApp so that we help you to expedite for your payment. Because according to the GPF rules and pension fund law, once a client or a member receive an SMS that they've received your forms, that means they have 60 days to complete the process. And mind you, the 60 days is a maximum. It doesn't mean it has to take 60 days. It's a maximum. Now, sometimes we see people, they don't get their money for 2 to 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months, even more, or a year or so. And then there, the problem could emanate either from the GPF side, employer side, a member himself. So what we do, we try to expedite that process by making sure that we understand the workings of GPF. If it's a member, we help him to do the right thing. The same with GPF, the same with employer organization. Now, remember, as I have already said, that with GPF, it's 60 and above. Now, and then we say if you're 55 or more, you can contact us. And another good element is this, with the fund that we are working with. There is a whole lot of flexibility. You can decide how much you earn. That's how flexible it is. And if, let's say, you pass on, you and your spouse, you can nominate anyone. You are not limited to your immediate family, like your biological children or an officially adopted children. Remember, even your children, they can benefit as long as they're 22 and below. But with us, it doesn't matter. They can be above 22, they can be your elders, or they will still benefit because you nominated them. And then we try by all means that when we take the money from GPF and invest with credible fund organization, we try by all means that you are least taxed, all right? And then, and even you are not punished because you are not taking the money, because you are taking to another fund. So which means an independent and credible fund. So it means that there's no need to tax you more. So those are some of the advantages that are there. So you need to bear that in mind. And then if you want to know more, just drop us a WhatsApp on our WhatsApp number. Then we'll call you back. You don't have to call us. We'll call you back and see how can we expedite it. I thank you.